Ready for this?
You ready?
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Welcome to Envision Broadcasting, the station designed to encourage, equip, and empower you for growth and success. Presents Thrive Talk with TKT, a show that shares the stories and experiences of motherhood, entrepreneurship, leadership, and success. Thrive Talk with TKT begins now.
Hello, world. I am one of your hosts, Dr. Tracy Hines Lashley, and I am here with Miss Karen Hines, Coach K, and Mrs. Tiffany Myers. I have been a leadership coach consultant for a few years now. So what you're going to hear from me is a lot of things, all things leadership, teams, and communication. So we all bring different things to the table, but in a unique way. I enjoy the fact that we get to grow other women, elevate their skill sets. I'm all about thriving and teamwork. So you're going to hear me say a lot about thriving, the heart set, mindset, and a lot of other great things. So I am the founder and the CEO of Bossed Up Lead Hers, Inc. And I am also the CEO of the Leaders Innovative Growth Solutions, as well as ACERT Solutions. So you can reach me on social media at Dr. Tracy, TRACIE, Lashley, LASHLEY.info. I'm going to pass it over to Coach K.
Hello, everybody. I am Coach K. And I am so happy to be part of this radio. And I am the COO of BUL, Bossed Up Lead Hers Incorporated. I am also a mindfulness coach, the CEO of my coaching practice, Preeminent Life Solutions, LLC, where I service adults and the youth, assisting real-life individuals navigate their pursuit and guide them towards a life of tranquility and balance. I provide individualized, healthy coping techniques and effective strategies to reduce and deal with the stressors. My objective is to develop weaknesses, elevate strengths, and assist with embracing current situations. Live in your now. I do have a passion for what I do, and I am results driven. So in my coaching practice, I do offer 3 services. The one is the 3 key breakthrough sessions. That is a 3-day one-on-one session. This is where I am fully engaged with my clients and use my who, why, and what 3 key techniques. The breakthrough is when my clients acknowledges, accepts, and embrace those 3 keys target areas. My personal growth and development is another service I offer. Some individuals struggle with moving forward in life. I assist them and give them the tools and individualized strategies they need to get through a costly process so they will gain the confidence, adaptability, and strength. And lastly is the personal accountability. I help them take responsibility for their part instead of getting angry and defensive. In this session, we evaluate your life, look at your patterns, and analyze the past to determine the route to your future success. This session gives you the skills to avoid searching for failures, to start looking for wins. Find the positive in your situation, proactively optimistic, not reactively negative. You can find me on my website at the flow page, flow.page/Coach K. And I will pass this over to Miss Tiffany Myers.
Hello, everybody, and they saved the best for last. I am Tiffany Myers, the Diversified CEO here, and just a little bit about me.
I am a certified business coach, entrepreneur, and investor for over 15 years. I am the CFO of Bossed Up Lead Hers, owner of Passion Getaways LLC and TMCAA Investments LLC, and lastly, Aromas and Accents Incorporated. I am passionate about helping others travel the world while creating a purposeful living and providing custom solutions to build their dreams. And I also help startups and existing businesses reach their full potential. I am here to share my knowledge and personal experiences. I hope my services are very helpful and add value to you and your endeavors. You can find me on social media platforms under Life Passion Academy and via my Flow page, flow.page/Life Passion Academy.
Now, we want to let you guys know just a tad bit about us before we start talking about this organization called Bull.
Bossed Up Lead Hers Incorporated is a 501c3 nonprofit corporation with a mission to eliminate stereotypes amongst women and girls in the workplace, schools, and communities, while providing a sanctuary to produce intentional growth, success, and significance. Generate essential resources to elevate women and girls to an entrepreneurial mindset and executive leadership. Our amazing team of regulars and part-time volunteers are committed to helping others. We take our convictions and turn them into action. Think you would be a good fit? Get in touch for more information. If you wish to find out more or donate to help with our cause, go to bossdupleadhers.org.
We're back, and that is Bossed Up, BOSSDUP.org. Oh, I'm sorry, Lead Hers, LEADERZ.org. And I want to talk about where that name came from. You know, we know there's a difference between a boss and a leader, but when you're bossed up, that means you're on your grind, you own your stuff. So, and a leader is just like it says, we are leaders and we're leading other women. So bossed up, lead hers. So when I thought about doing something for women, I really didn't know when was the best time or how I was going to do it. So I came up with this concept of having a youth group, you know, for young girls. And then I was like, why don't we start something for women? So I went to my sister and I was like, hey, what do you think about doing this? She was like, girl, let's go. Let's do it. And then we started talking to Tiffany and she was like, oh, I've been wanting to do this for years. So we all had the same thing in mind, growing women. So Tiffany and Karen, when I approached you, what was your first thought?
Connection, you know? Just helping out women. I love helping out women. I love, you know, hearing their stories. I love seeing us win. And, you know, the kids, you know, we all have, you know, our girls, they all have their businesses. And I love, you know, watching them thrive and be excited about what they have to offer to other teams, you know, how they're interested and so eager to uplift, elevate, and, you know, show teenagers how to become entrepreneurs and how to become their best selves.
For me, I was more than excited and I was ready to go because, you know, like Tracy said, with me wanting to do that for so many years, it was more like I could actually have a platform that actually is more than just something that's local. This could be something that is global. And the whole idea of this being international was like, whoa, a step back and just eye-opening for me because, like I said, there is something that everyone has that they can share the world with, you know. So I feel like, you know, bringing in others and being able to share your story, your experiences, and then growth, my goodness, the growth that comes from it. You're in a place where you're not trying to hold back anything. It's an open platform. It is sharing information and resources that, one person may have and then another finds it useful. And you're sharing those things just because you want to, just because you know that it's going to help someone. And that's my passion, helping people. So it was like putting my shoes on every day. It was meant to be.
Yes, it was. And so that leads us in talking about community. The three of us were pretty much shy or not out in the open a lot growing up. So we were always like, oh man, we got to talk to people. We got to go and hang out. So we talked about getting together with a bunch of other ladies. What were your first thoughts? Because I was like, oh man, it was kind of scary at first. And now that I've started talking to more women, I am loving this.
And I agree. When you're talking to women, it helps you, get out of your shell, and that was my hardest thing. I was a strong introvert and I was behind the scenes. I didn't want to be seen, but I wanted to be heard. So how can I be heard without being seen? That's kind of crazy and unheard of. So in order for my voice to be heard, in order for me to offer the world what I have to give, what I have to offer, I had to come out of that shell and step out of my comfort zone and have that outward mindset and not inward mindset. And with that, it's like I am stealing from the world because I have something to offer people that need it. People are in need of what I have to offer. So talking to myself, having those hard conversations with myself, I was like, okay, it's time for me to wake up and get out there and start feeding the people what they need.
Yeah, one of my mentors and coaches, Dr. Cheryl Wood, would always say, your story is about you, but it's not for you. And that stuck with me. I'm like, is she talking to me?
Right.
So that validates the statement that you just said.
Yeah. And a lot of people think that they're in things by themselves. You come to find out when you join a community or start networking with people. Guess what? There's so many people like you that have either went through some of the same things you're going through or have been through. So there's a connection that's made quickly. Like I said, it's about sharing your information and opening doors for people. And when you have that community and you're starting to network, it's like you opened the door and you thought, well, I'm just going to step outside. But guess what? Now you just don't want to step outside. You want to go down the street to the store. It's like the world is open to you. The world is your oyster. So you have to stop hiding your shining star and step out and show your light, period.
Woo! I love it.
Thank you.
We are going to take another quick break and we will be right back.
I remember a time when I thought that leadership was taking charge and only a position. Sometimes as leaders, we feel that we must boss people around. Or we simply believe that we must be in a position of authority to be a leader. Have you ever felt like either of these? Are you a person who wants to lead better or in a leadership position and want to grow your team? If this is you, reach out to the Leaders Innovative Growth Solutions LLC today. Visit our website at theligsllc.com.
We are back. Did you miss us? Like I said, leadership is my heart. It is my baby. Helping other people thrive and grow and just, I love it. So we're going to start talking about communication because before you get to leadership, you need to learn how to communicate with others. No one will ever follow you, or you will have no influence if they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to be around you. So it is very important that you learn how to effectively communicate. So you're going to hear a lot about communication throughout our shows. And this is something that's crucial because if you can't communicate, you won't be able to network. You won't connect with anyone. You'll have your stuff out on social media that are like, okay, whatever. Because they're not going to like you or even know you, period. So you need to ensure that you know how to talk to people. Talk with them, have conversations with them, not just talking at them. So what are your thoughts on this, Tiffany and Karen, when it comes to communication? I know as, leaders ourselves, how do you feel about leaders who don't know how to communicate?
A leader, that's their first thing is communication. Learn how to communicate. You thrive off of communication. That also goes if, being in the area that we're in now, the era with, the pandemic, your communication is social media. If you don't engage in conversation, if you like a post, talk about it. Why do you like the post? And that's how you get yourself out there and get noticed. And just communicating with the community is also, I say it's a mental release from what you're going through, because somebody, if you comment on a post or engage in conversation, they may be going through the same thing, or they may have went through that same thing, dealing with entrepreneurship. How can you help me get through this milestone? So you would never know what somebody has to offer unless you communicate. And that also has something to do with effective, being an active listener.
Oh, yes.
You have to listen to somebody's story and just, take everything in and have that, that conversation with them. And it helps you get out there and it helps you thrive, especially with your business.
So true. So true. My thing is more of a written form of communication as well. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves. And this goes back to me, even, talking to my kids, like when you text somebody or you email somebody or whatever it may be, a slight punctuation or capital letter makes a big difference, how you're actually communicating with someone. It's the ethics of communication, that you have to look at, because when you're not basically talking to them face to face, you can't read their movements. You can't see the expressions on their face. So that social media or, the text that you may get or the email that you get, they have to be able to read that and understand where you're coming from. So you have to make sure that even though it's not verbal, your written communication is also key. So, I can send you something in all caps. You can take it one way or the other. I'm all excited or I'm highly ticked off. Okay. So, and of course that tone that you set in your correspondence matters. I get excited a lot. So you may see some caps. You see the emoji behind it with a smiley face. So that's not something where I'm upset, but that's something where I'm excited. You see my smile in my text or in my post back to you. So communication is key, whether it's verbal or written, and that should always be remembered.
Oh, you brought up a great point, because when we're talking about the texting world right now.
Yes.
What impact does that have on our children? I'm like, they send these text messages. I'm like, okay, you have to explain this. What does it say?
And it's funny because they text in the living room. I'm in my room and they're texting. And it's like, okay, come on now. And you have to explain them. Text is so impersonal.
Yes.
Everybody in now, and it's funny because I noticed a lot of older generation conform to this millennium conversation piece, or how we communicate with each other. And, it's just not for me. I want to be engaged in conversation. Pick up the phone, ride by the house, wave or something, the text messages, it's like, it gets, a little overwhelming at times because, like Tiffany, see your, I don't want to say attitude, but your behaviorism. I want to see, was this conversation or this text message, was it, were you angry? I wouldn't know that. And it's nice to know, but yeah.
It can be easily misinterpreted by what you and how you type it out.
Yes. Yes, I agree. And so when we talk about being a leader, a manager, leadership management, we're going to hone in on the differences because some people use them interchangeably. And a lot of people don't know that leadership is actually one of the 4 functions of management. So when people are like, well, you're not a leader, you're a manager. Okay, we lead people and we manage processes, manage things. So we're going to really dig deep into those with you guys and explain the differences. So when it comes to leadership, I have been under some good and not some good. You know what I'm saying? It's, I have learned what to do and what not to do under a lot of different leaders. So I really, man, it saddens me when I see people today who don't really know how to lead others. And leadership is not a position. Well, that's level 1 leadership, but it's mainly a role. It's a role that you play. You do not have to be an authority figure to be a leader. And a lot of people get that mixed up. And another thing, I continue to hear people say, oh, well, if you're a follower, you're not a leader. Who told you that? And I shut a lot of people down by breaking it down too. I'm like, yeah, to be a leader, you also need to be a follower. And there are a lot of leaders in the room right now on this radio show. We are leaders, but we also have to follow each other every now and then. Look at the conversations. One of us lead, the rest of us fall back, and we just continue on and communicating that way. So think about it real closely whenever you hear somebody say, because you followed something or someone else, that you're not a leader. So what are you guys' thoughts on that? See Karen over there like...
Well, yeah. So for me, a boss, and when I see the word boss or see a person that has the hat on or wears the hat, I see them as dictators. You're not teaching me anything. You're not feeding me. When I see a person with that hat on, but with their backs, straight and they engage in conversation and they give you that eye contact, that means, may I help you? Yes. And with that, a leader is, is something, they have something to offer you, and they'll give you the tools that you need to thrive, and they'll put you in that situation to where you will grow. I don't want somebody that has information and you don't feed it to me. I want what you have. And those are leaders. Yes. They feed their employees. They give them that nourishment. And with that, that is a leader. Yes. And that's how I see a leader, is somebody that, does not hold critical information or just information to themselves. They share it with their team. If you lose, we all lose.
We all lose.
Oh, yes.
So I am team. Woo. I say I agree with that, because I see a leader as, a teacher, but also as the student. Okay. Because, there is so much in the world, to make it simple. There is so much knowledge in the world that no one person knows it all, right? If you have someone in the room that can say, hey, I know about this software and this is how it works, and they can teach you that. And then you say, oh, guess what? I got something that can go great with that. And that person says, hold up, let's put this together. Then you are a team. That leadership that was in the room was from 2 different individual people, and they both were leaders. One may have the role and the other one may not. But when they put it together, it was like chemistry.
Wow.
Fit. And that's what I see a leader as. And if you can't do that, then yes, you need to kind of go check yourself. I'm going to say it like that. And re-educate yourself and learn how to follow so that you can lead.
Yes. There is a such thing as followership. Look it up, you guys. Well, you see all these juicy nuggets that we be giving y'all? Like, y'all have to keep listening to us. We're going to break all this down for you. And when I say, well, we're not going to go, in a doctor mode all the time and, school y'all so deep that we want to come back. But we're going to have a lot of stories to tell. Mm-hmm. A lot of juice, a lot of actionable nuggets for you guys. We're not just going to be here just talking to be talking. No, we're going to tell you how you can implement some things that we have to offer you guys. So we will be right back after a quick break.
Have you ever experienced uncertainty, always worrying about things out of your control, and found yourself in a sunken place with no outlet? Was there a time where your thoughts were going a mile a minute and would not shut off? You constantly hit dead ends looking for a remedy to reduce or eliminate stress. That is where Preeminent Life Solutions comes in. They provide individualized healthy coping techniques and strategies to reduce and deal with the stressors and that overwhelming feeling of weariness and self-doubt. Coach K is results-driven, and her unique techniques gives you a clearer vision and the ability to pay attention to the current moment. You can contact Coach K at www.flow.page/CoachK.
We are back, you guys.
Yes.
Hi, Coach K. I loved it.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Yes, I love helping people. We talked about leadership earlier, and that ties into what I want to talk about, the mindfulness. When a lot of people at work have these stressors and, get torn down a lot, and do not feel like they're valued, at their jobs and whatnot. So mindfulness is help you realize who you are and what strengths you have to offer. A lot of people don't know what mindfulness is. It's, being attentive to your present and live in your current. It's ways to eliminate and minimize stressors, depression and anxiety. It can be done also through meditation. So things that you do want to ask yourself is what tasks, made you feel like your best self? Ask yourself those things. What made you feel good about yourself? What did you do in life that made you feel, like you're good enough? It's live in your present. What is your favorite thing about your personality that you love? What is one habit you want to get rid of, and one habit you want to keep? So I'm going to ask you guys, what
habits.
yes, ma'am. One thing that I had to ask myself also, because I have been in a situation at work to where I felt devalued, but I knew who I was. But I had to bring myself back to say, you are somebody, you are worthy, you are loved. Try to feed those little things to me. So what task made you feel like your best self? For me, it was when I smile.
You stole mine.
Because and smiling is the hardest thing you can do. It's very hard, and I did not, people used to ask me, Karen, why aren't you smiling? Why aren't you smiling? I am smiling inside. You can't see it right now, but I'm always smiling, and I had to, and God had to talk to me one day, it's like, just smile. And when I actually, was quiet long enough, to hear him speak, he said, just smile through it. And when I did that, in the midst of, I felt great. I felt my best self.
I guess I've always been mindful then, because I've always smiled, always laughed at everything. Even when I'm in trouble, I'm laughing. Even on the show, y'all continue to hear me laugh. I laugh through everything. It's it's great. It's a relief for me. I'm like, there's no need in being all, woe is me and angry and upset. Like, for what?
Yeah.
You have another opportunity to make things right. So.
And it's kind of funny how, people think I was like angry and stuff like that, but it was like I just had nothing to say, to smile to you about, it was just, that's just how I thought, I'm still on the inside. You just don't see it,
Yeah.
But
yeah, I would say I would get that a lot because I observe more. So I have more like a deer in the headlight look. And I'm actually observing my surroundings. I'm checking things out to see if that's where I want to be or if it's not where I want to be. To get to know something or someone, if I even wanted to have that in a part of my life. And I would say, my curious look, that's what I'm gonna call it. People would think I was mean. And then they would get to know me. And I'm the type of person, I don't initiate a conversation. I usually wait for people to initiate with me. Like I said, I'm observing first. And once they start talking to me, they're like, I didn't know that you were this way, or, this is like who you are. And I'm like, well, what did you think? I'm that book that's very blank on the outside, and inside I am full, vibrant, colorful. I am experienced, and I have a lot to give, and I've given a lot, and I have a lot to share, and I have a lot more to share. So once they open that blank book and start reading a couple pages, they find out that this is one of the best books I've read in a long time. So,
and that's why we want to bring other women in, so we can all share how we have overcome.
Yes.
Because boy, do we have some stories to tell.
And that blank cover is full of magnificent things. Give it a chance to open the cover.
Several novels, this is, a long life. And with that mindfulness, people tend not to want to live in their present. You can't live in your future. You have to live in your now. So with you guys, living in your present, what does that do for you? Or how do you think or feel about that?
Oh, I love my present. Because my present is showing me where I have been, what I have been through, and it's showing me where I will go. And I always have a positive outlook, understanding that I can't control everything, but what is within my control, I'm going to control it. And I'm not going to let anything stop me or get me down. And that's what I try to tell others as well, is you don't want to just pause and stop your life. Been there, done that. And so why would I stop now? As long as I have breath, I'm going to keep on doing it.
Yes.
And I'm going to do my best.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a strong believer. I'm living for the right now. My past is a reference to where I have been. I'm not going to get rid of my past. It's there.
Yep.
But I'm not living there anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, growing up, Panama City, Florida.
Hey.
We have a lot of memories, great memories, but it's our past.
Yep.
Yeah. And
I look in my rear view, but I sure do see the future going forward.
Amen.
Things you will not forget about your past, but you have to sometimes mourn your past, in order to be successful and to grow professionally and personally. Mm-hmm. So learn how to mourn that past. Stop going back looking for, questions, looking for answers. You know the answer. It's the reason why it's called your past.
Exactly.
You know,
Deprogram yourself, because the things our parents told us, the things the neighborhood kids told us, they programmed our minds. Think of it as a computer. Get rid of all that crap. Erase it.
You have to be adaptable. Period.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Tyler Perry said it's a reason why your rearview mirror is smaller than your windshield.
Whoop. That's what I'm talking about.
You can't always look back. You can't move forward by looking back at the same time.
Yes.
You got to stay focused on your current and your future. With that being said, what is your favorite thing about your personality? My favorite thing about me, I'm going to share with you guys, is I'm a very honest and open person. And I am not afraid to accept corrective criticism. Everybody that know me, I feel I'm respectful if I'm telling you when you're wrong. And I want that same respect. If you can't tell me when I'm wrong, I don't consider you a friend.
Woo. Amen.
I need that. We all need that.
Yes.
So with you guys, what is your favorite thing about your personality? What is?
I'm a do-it-yourselfer, and I do like the truth. I'm with you on. I could take the criticism. One of the biggest thing is I always say I'm my biggest critic, because I can tell me who I am, what I am, and there's nothing that usually people can say that I haven't already analyzed within myself. Now, with that being said, I always accept someone to look and see what I'm doing and then give me another perspective, because when they do, guess what I'm going to do? I'm not going to be like, oh, they don't know what they're talking about, because I know me. I'm going to take that. I'm going to process it, see if there's something I can change, something I can work with, see if that's one of my strengths or my weaknesses. You have to evaluate yourself and not always, take what people may say of you, but you have to still recognize it and you have to process it.
Yes. Well, I love the fact that I have learned to walk in my purpose. So when I have been able to do that, things that come my way, if it doesn't line up, I say no. It took me, well, I won't tell you how old I am. It took me many years. years to get to that point. But now that I know my purpose in life, and if it doesn't line up, guess what? I redirect you another way and keep on moving. And I can do it and still smile and not even have it stress me, because I used to be a worry wart. Oh, what are they going to say? Oh, I hurt their feelings. And not, I can't worry about them. I can only worry about Tracy. But the people I serve, I care about you, but I'm not going to worry. There's a difference.
Amen.
Amen.
We can only
answer that.
We can only teach you and give you the tools. You're the one that have to want it.
Yes.
A lot of people waste their time trying to worry about, did I do the right thing, or did they take the information that I gave them? That's not your job to worry.
Yeah.
Your job is done. They asked you a question, they asked for your help, you obliged, and it's up to them to, to accept it and move forward with the information that was provided to them.
Exactly.
So what's one, and with the personality thing, we all have habits. So, the habits, like, what's one habit you want to get rid of and one habit you want to keep? That's something that for some it's kind of hard to answer, but for me, I want to get rid of.
Let's not tell them they got to keep listening to the shows. No, we're gonna save that one.
Ma'am, okay. Right.
So if y'all want to find out the juice about us, you got to keep listening. We're gonna take a quick break, and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Ever thought of starting a business or improving its growth? Get the step-by-step business coaching you need to help you start building and stop delaying in just 5 days. Visit lpa.passiongetaways.com llc.com or search Life Passion Academy via social media platforms. You'll find free resources to jumpstart your business or side hustle today.
Hey, we back, you guys. Did you miss us? I know you did, because you're getting a lot of juice right now.
Dropping them nuggets.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to hop right into the mindset of people. We're going to get in somebody's mindsets. Where are you in your life? Where are you in that mindset? You know, are you a person with a fixed mindset, an outward mindset? You know, where are you at right now in your life? So mindset, you know, will help you successfully in life. You know, we've seen leaders who've managed to fight unbelievable circumstances and secure success. You know, so, you know, it come from your upbringing. You know, most people had like, you know, issues with their upbringing, had a bad upbringing, had a bad childhood. And we have to learn to get out of those situations and focus on what can I do to better myself? How can I move from that past hurt and pain to move me into a better situation, a better life situation? So your mindset is something that will help you grow and thrive in your life. So that's a question you want to ask yourself and try to look at your mind and see where you are. You know, people with the fixed mindset, they see themselves as, I don't have anything. The only thing I have to offer is what God has given me, you know, my purpose. How are you going to give your purpose or get out there in the world when you haven't even listened to God to even know your purpose? You know, so yeah. So what do you guys thought on, you know, mindset, Tiffany and Dr. Lashley?
Mindset is very crucial. It all starts with the mind.
Yeah.
If your mind isn't right, you can forget it.
Yeah. I would agree with that, because if you go in with a negative mindset or a mindset that something is not going to be successful, guess what? It's not going to be successful. You have to go in with it being a positive one. So when you think of it, especially business, because we're all entrepreneurs on this platform, some will, some won't. You have to think, so what? Someone's waiting. So you must go where you're appreciated and not tolerated. Once you have a mindset like that, you're unstoppable, honey. Unstoppable.
Yes, ma'am.
And I got that from Tom Bill, just so you guys
and you're right, you know. So and appreciate people giving you constructive criticism. Stop thinking everybody is out to get you. Everybody is not out to get you. Some is actually trying to help you and educate you to move you further in life than where you are at the current moment.
Yes.
So, you know, accepting, you know, corrective criticism. Just be mindful of criticizing to correct you and corrective criticism. So in a fixed mindset, you're stuck on somebody's, you know, always out to get you. So your mind is focused on, that's not corrective criticism. That's them criticizing me, trying to correct me. And you're not going to move further, or you're going to stay stagnant in your situation. And they will continue to look at you differently and look at you as a type person that does not want to, you know, to thrive or to move up in your job.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's very crucial. So we talked about entrepreneurship. Let's talk about what they're going to hear in future shows when it comes to that.
And I'll take that one. So, just the basic definition of an entrepreneur. Like I said, we're all entrepreneurs on this platform. So it's an activity, setting up a business or businesses, taking on financial risk in the hope of a profit. So who goes in business to not make a profit, right? guess what? There's still people that go into business to help others. That's what we do. At the end of the day, we still have to feed our families. We still have to pay bills. So with the economy the way it is, yes, you go into business to make a profit. Now, would I be doing this if I didn't make a profit? I'm the CFO of a nonprofit. Okay. Most nonprofits start out, they are volunteers. So I hope that answers your question. Now, what we will be sharing is the who, the why, what, and how, okay, of an entrepreneur. Every entrepreneur is going to be set up and they have different characteristics. They have different niches. They have, different products and services that they'll be sharing. And of course, our guests that we invite to the show, you'll hear a little bit about them. And, if you have questions, you can always ask. Our platform, bossedupleadhers.org. And, never be shy to ask a question, because there's somebody else that also needs the answer. They might just not be able to ask it.
Yes. What are your thoughts on people always want to discount?
Oh, don't go there.
No, ma'am.
Don't go there.
Karen looking like,
let's go back to the definition. Entrepreneurship.
Like our girls group, they all have businesses, and they just like my daughter. Heaven. She is she got a lot of fan mails and stuff. She got all these kids that are, I like your stuff. It's so pretty, but I don't have any money. Can you send me something for free? And she's like, hold on now. But we can't give everything for free, but just try to engage as much as you can. And at one time she did give a little girl, she sent them something in the mail, and one of her lip gloss line, she did send them a free lip gloss. I paid for it. And as a little child,
I would tell you, Heaven, she's not giving anything away. She even told her own auntie, no money, no product. What you mean?
I still don't have my
I'm good for it.
They got a little t-shirt line, so I'm like, can I get a little t-shirt? I had like 4, orders in, and people come behind me with orders, and they got their stuff the next day. I'm still waiting on my order, and my daughters, the Asian Heaven, they say, well, you ain't paid. You got lights and water, my entrepreneurship money, you got the lights, the water, you got the, clothes and food,
I have to pay for my editing. Don't feel bad. Look, because Angel hit me up. She be like, okay, what's this? Oh, I set my prices, Mama. That's $35. I'm like, you just want a new hoodie. And so she's like, that's mama duties. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm like, oh, I'm not taking that out of your commission. How about that?
I got to get my money up to pay her for my commercial and stuff,
Yeah, like my daughter, I'm like, okay, she do lashes. I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to have an appointment. Well, you didn't book on the app. I'm your mama. I gotta go book on your app.
She don't book, but she babysit. I come to get my kids. Can I get my lashes done? You ain't pay me.
Okay, I try to barter services, honey. Still, they don't help.
I done babysit it,
So you see, our children are true entrepreneurs.
Yes.
They learned well. As a matter of fact, if you guys want to hear some teenagers talk about entrepreneurship, inspiration, empowerment, listen to Dear Queens of Tomorrow every Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time. You do not want to miss these ladies, because they are going to show you, might show some adults how to run their business. So I'm telling you, they done taught me some things. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Oh yeah.
One of them, they said they TikTok famous. Oh, I got some, some followers. 1 million followers. Okay.
And never think if you ever think you can't learn from younger generations, think again.
You're missing out.
Yes.
Oh man, yes. So what about this budgeting stuff? The B word.
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
So you have saving, you have investing, you have just basic life planning, and budgeting has to be something that you just can't create. You have to know where your financials lie. We're talking about the girls giving away stuff for free. If you have a business, there are certain things you can give away for free. That's usually part of your business. But at the end of the day, you have to set that budget to know, do I really have anything I can give away for free? Mm. And if so, what is that cost to me of giving it away for free? So, we will be talking about budget, how you create one. I actually have on my website, sorry guys, got to do this plug because it's free information for people. If you go to lpa.passiongetawayesllc.com, I have some templates. I have some free budgeting stuff for you. And you can learn how to create one, learn how to stick with one. And that's whether it's for your personal life or it's for your business. Okay. So check that out. And I'm pretty sure I know there's some on our platform for Bull.
Now, it's not free because free is cheap. It's at no charge because guess what? No charge is value. So you guys are getting some valuable information from Ms. Myers over here. So y'all better go get that stuff.
Look, just
before she put a price on it.
It was priced at one time. I didn't get it, but when she put it free, because you have the budget, right? So when it was free or valuable information, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, it's definitely value, and I put a lot of time in my spreadsheets, guys, to make it work. Yeah. You plug in the numbers, and it calculates for you. Okay, so it is very valuable information. You're right, and I haven't put a price on it. I might think about that though.
No, I might need it.
I'm just kidding.
You might be able to do a discount.
Trust me. That one I'll give you for free. Now, if you want me to go into detail and really analyze it for you, I customize too. That has a price because it's really, really valuable.
Yeah, I want that.
And with that budgeting, I had to learn to, live under my means. That's how you save.
I want to keep getting my nails done and stuff. What you talking about?
Hey, that's under your means. It's under your means. You got the money for it, then that's under your means. You ain't going broke, trying to get one fingernail done.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? So you got the type person when your fingernail break, you got to hey, can you fix this for free?
You put some tape on it. So
that glue, go with that glue, the nail glue.
Well,
I did it.
I was about to say I could give y'all a story, but that'll come in another.
Yes,
come on another one because I really have some budgeting tips that are really helpful.
Look, I have some non-budgeting stories.
I have novels. Anything you guys have been through in your life, contact.
I can tell y'all some things, but we're gonna get it all out eventually. Ooh. So y'all have to keep listening. And on that, we are gonna take another quick break. Be right back.
We would love to have you on our show. Here at Bossed Up Leaders, Inc., we take pride in elevated women by providing a platform to have a voice and promote their business or service. Our core values are accountability, growth, balance, leadership, community, and entrepreneurship. We would love for you to be on our show. If you are interested in being on the show, please go to bossupleaders.org.
Hey, we back. Y'all, we be jamming on this show. I cannot believe the hour was almost over. Yeah. But before we close out, we want to touch on personal growth and success. We all know about personal growth, and we're going to dig deep into being intentional, accidental. In another word you may not have heard of, heartfelt. But we're going to save that for another show. So you got to keep listening to find out when we're going to talk about it. Now, I want to get into success because this is a big one for me. A lot of people think that success is whatever my mom and them said. I'm letting that country come out right now. But
that Panama City Floridian. The backwood.
Yeah, that mom and them don't know.
Glenwood, hey, we all Glenwood. Okay, I had a shout out. Y'all from
I got shout out Lynn Haven too now because went to school, Mosley.
No, we going to Glenwood. Bring it back to the region. Okay. Yeah, success is, just I feel it's getting out of your a hard situation, achieving your goals. I don't care if you put down on your calendar, I gotta take the trash out today, and you actually do take the trash out. Hey, that's a goal. That's success. Just simple. Just something so simple. As people tend to undermine their abilities. A lot of people are going through struggles and trying to find that success, ways to be successful. So we give you those too. So, continue to listen to us, and we'll help you out with your success and moving forward in life.
Yes. Can I give you 5 steps before we go?
Yes,
ma'am. Yes.
You have to have a vision. You have to have belief. You have to be able to identify it and align it. You have to make a commitment to the action. And it's last, but it's not the least. It's have fun. You guys hear us having fun, but we're committed to the success.
Yes.
And you have to smile.
Oh, yeah.
All day. Laugh.
You know what? Coach K is saying that, but she don't smile a lot.
That smile in my voice. They heard it. Okay, let's bring it back to we was in Florida a few minutes ago. Glenwood a few minutes ago, so we got to bring it back. Okay.
Oh goodness. So why would they listen to us every week? First of all, we dropping some nuggets, so y'all already know that.
And we funny. We love life. We love people. We want to see you guys thrive. We want to see you win.
Yes. Okay. We are sharing information that you can take, give it to someone else, and, just refer it out. It's all usable, valuable information.
Yes. And we want you to be our guest. So please think about filling out the form. Just go on our website. What is it again?
BossedUpLeadHers.org. On the Thrive Talk with KT.
And you can hear her neck through the microphone.
Snap the fingers too.
She ain't got much, but
she's that's when
I got that nice.
So you guys can see we love dropping nuggets and we love having fun. And guess what? We are all knowledgeable, educated. So this isn't something that we read out of a book, but this is something we've been applying. This is life for us. So we have enjoyed you guys. Hope you have enjoyed us. And we will see you next week.
We love you guys.
Thank you for listening to Thrive Talk with TKT, where Dr. Tracy Lashley, Miss Karen Hines, aka Coach K, and Mrs. Tiffany Myers speak on, and two leaders, influencers, and motivators who share journeys in personal and professional growth, teamwork, business tips, life lessons, and the mindset for success to elevate their life. Follow the ladies on all social media platforms at BOSSDUPLEADHERZ and visit www.bossdupleadherz.org. Remember to always walk in your purpose and eliminate self-doubt.